2013 was an amazing year. It was a year that I set myself very high goals and lots of challenges. Leading out of the London Olympic Games, I definitely wanted to start fresh, aiming for the top in everything, and that was my goal. 56 days, 3 World Championships, and I wanted to win all 3. To walk away with 2 in 1 year was a highlight and a huge achievement that I think I took a big deep breath at the end of those. I ticked that goal off the list and we'll probably never aim for that again. No one can top going to your first Olympic Games. I thought that I was ready, and I think at the end of the day I wasn't ready to tick every single box. Made some mistakes and was devastated. I owe a lot of it to losing that medal in London, which really helped my successes in 2013 to grow as an athlete, as a person, put that devastation behind me, lay those demons to bed and rise to that new level. The 2012 season I won 6 time trials in a row, including the BMX World Championships and at the Olympic Games. So that's one thing, be on the track by myself. I think that's been a strong point in the past, but I think I've turned it around now and made my strong points not just my time trial and the back end of my track, which has showed in Norway when I won my first World Cup. From the London Olympics, there's been a 4-year plan leading into the Rio Olympic Games, and part of that was 2013, getting back on the mountain bike, taking that off the wall, regaining that world title that I hadn't won since 2010 for 4-cross. 4 years is a long build up to an Olympic Games, and burnout is obviously something that all coaches and athletes are wary of, and knowing that I love variation, especially in my training and lifestyle, adding in the mountain biking in 2013 has been definitely a key element and very refreshing. Being the second female in history with Marianne Vos to win 2 cycling disciplines in 1 calendar year is a huge achievement, and I think naturally as a person, it's probably one of my best traits, my worst traits, that I'm never really content, so I'm always pushing for that new level and that next goal, and I think a gold medal in the Rio de Janeiro 2016 Olympic Games is the pinnacle of any athlete and something I'm very hungry for. 2014 is going to be exciting, combining all those elements into 1 year and hopefully piecing it all together and coming away with my goal of winning the whole series. After the Grands at the end of 2013, came home to Australia for Christmas and New Year's and spent that time with my family, and very needed off-season spent here in Australia, especially with my 2 little puppies, Diesel and Brie, French Bulldogs. High five, high five. They're my favourite things in the world that I love coming home to. I met Barry Nobles at a Denmark World Cup about 5 years ago and have been dating since then. We definitely push each other, travel together, train together, we're at racing together. We're also opposition as well with Australia and the US. He's always the first one out on the track. Doing the big jumps, he's a little bit of the wild man. He likes throwing in those backflips. As a team, we're a nice little unit that gets to travel together. This year in 2014, it's going to be a big series taking us all around the globe. Kicked off the season up at Nerang for the first round of the National Series, where I placed 1st and 2nd and ended up leading the series. I'm really glad that BMX Australia has opened up that pro section for the girls. It's definitely good for the progression of women in sport and for BMX. From there, the next one is going to be in Perth with the double round of the series. I'm going to be in Australia roughly until April.
Braced in here, solid.
Where I head off for the first World Cup, and that's in Manchester. I'll then come back to Australia for our national championships, which are going to be held in Shepparton in Victoria. We'll also have the Oceania series at the same time, which will be held with the national championships. From there, it's back on a plane, back over to Europe for the next round of the World Cup series, which is going to be in Holland. From Holland, we head to Berlin for the 3rd round of the World Cup series, which is actually new for the girls. The guys have rode the track before for the Red Bull Revolution race. They're now adding in a girls line, which is going to be very challenging. From there, we're staying in Europe, having our pre-Worlds camp. After World Championships, I get to have 1 race on my mountain bike, so I've put on the calendar I want to race Crankworx again in Whistler. That's my favourite race of the year for mountain biking. From there, I'll stay on the other side of the world, get out of Europe, head back to the next World Cup, which is going to be in Argentina. South America. Never been down to that track before, heard the fans and the crowd is really wild. From there we head to the last round of the World Cup Series, which is going to be in Chula Vista. Really hoping to secure the title of the World Cup Series, which is going to be one of my major goals for the year. Then yeah, staying in the States for the rest of the year doing the ABA season leading into Grands, and that's a year. Another year done, that's a wrap. Manchester is the first Supercross race of the 2014 season. It's exciting, it's an indoor venue, so it adds different elements to BMX, takes out that wind factor and changes up the racing. At the end of 2014, I'd love to be able to say that I regained my world title and won the World Championships again for BMX. I'd love to say I'm a two-time world champion in BMX and also win the time trial as well. Love to win the national championships as well as the World Cup season. So definitely dominating at the highest point is my goal for 2014.